G'day guys, welcome to GJBricks. Now, LEGO has been teasing a new Technic car, and you know, it's kind of, we knew it was going to be a Lamborghini because Lamborghini was teasing that there was a LEGO Technic car coming along. We didn't know what model it was going to be, but it has been released today, and it is the Lamborghini Sián FKP 37, set number 42115. Now that name really does roll off the tongue. Typical Lamborghini though, it's a beast of a car. I mean, look at the real one. Here's a photo of it. It's hugely scary. I love Lamborghinis for how over the top they are. Personally, it's not a car I'd probably ever own, but I do just love the design. I love how over the top they are. I love, like, some of them look like stealth fighters, you know, it's ridiculous. And this is a truly ballsy Lamborghini. Even down to the way they've chosen this green for it. Now I feel like, looking at these photos straight away, this set should come with some sunglasses so you can actually look at the car because it's just so bright. But what a great colour, what a great choice for it. It just suits it. Now I either said, you know, that or an orange or a gunmetal grey. Gunmetal grey would have been very boring though. The orange would have been really cool, but the Porsche was orange, so green is one of the primary Lamborghini colours, works really well. This is a beast of a car, comes in at 3,696 pieces. That's a lot of Technic you are getting for your buck here. It's cheaper than the Bugatti because it's actually a bit smaller than the Bugatti, but there's a lot here. I think this is a good price set for what you get in it. Having just personally built the Land Rover, this is a lot bigger than that set, and that was a good value set to me. This is exceptionally, I mean, this is, according to LEGO, this is a 1:8 scale model. That's not easy to achieve in Technic, and they've obviously pulled every trick in the book, and they're getting better and better at making these things look like the real car. The engineering that goes into these is just spectacular, and I will not lie, I actually am quite tempted by this set. It's expensive, but it's going to be a fabulous build, so I won't be buying this at launch, but I might be keeping an eye out for it in the sales one day. I think it's going to look so cool. It's the shape of it. Just look at how this side profile looks of this car. It almost doesn't look like it's Lego to me. It's so cool how they've got that shape perfectly. I mean, I think that side profile is brilliant. I think from the top it looks ferocious, like it's slightly wider at the front, it tapers back. I think maybe the worst area on this for me is that rear wing. I don't like the rear wing on this. Here's a shot of the rear of the car. On the whole, the rear looks good. The wing, I'm not so sure about. It doesn't look right to me. That's maybe the worst thing. I think actually this shot here, which is like a rear angle down, is the worst photo of this car. Does it no justice. But then one of the best photos of this car is this sort of front angle, the wheels turned. That's like, this is a car ready to pounce on you. I love the gull wing doors on this that open up, and it's so Lamborghini. Excuse me. You get a set of custom wheels with it, which are unique to this set. Huge wheels. I like the height of the car almost. I think LEGO's done an outstanding job. I can only imagine how closely they work with the Lamborghini guys to do this, and how much the LEGO guys had fun building this. It looks superb. I do think maybe there's a couple of bits that could have been improved on it. Like I said, the rear wing, not happy with that. I don't like that at all. The engine's fantastic. That's like a work of art. They've polished that. If you look at the engine in the Bugatti as well, that was a work of art as well. You've got the proper complex gearbox that we've come to expect on these more complicated Technic builds. Those things, like, if you get one thing wrong in those, they don't bloody work. I tell you that for now. I got something wrong on my Land Rover, and I've still got to fix it. I hadn't realised I'd made the mistake till I finished the set. Don't do that. If you buy this car, make sure the gearbox works every step of the way through, because it's very hard to fix it afterwards. It's my one piece of Technic advice if you get one of these more complicated sets. The interior is pretty good. I'm guessing the steering wheel works on this. Usually does. We've got speedos there, we've got dials there. The seats they're standard Technic fare. They're there. It looks, you know, they're in the right colour. They've tried to sort of do a bit of toning there. I'm surprised actually they don't go with sort of normal Lego for that, rather than Technic, to try and kind of give a bit more detail. But otherwise, I think this is a winner of a set for me. This is a great Technic set. I will say one thing that isn't mentioned in this is powered up. I would like to have seen powered up mentioned somewhere in it. They don't seem to be a thing for these sets, but then again, I guess because they are so detailed, there's no room to put the motors in. That's the thing. They're like literally are packing every inch of it with details. That bonnet's there, we've got the big engine that fills the boot. There is literally no space for a motor in it, so that's probably why it's not mentioned. Now, one thing I haven't seen is lights, and in the teaser pictures they said lights, and I can't find any reference to lights in the press release. I've checked the product page, there is nothing about lights in this car, unfortunately, so that's a shame. The teaser had lights, we hoped there were lights, there aren't lights. Otherwise, I think it's a great set. I think this is a winner from the Technic side of things. If you're a Technic fan, I'm a Technic fan. I haven't been buying much Technic over the last few years, but I do love my Technic. You guys have seen a few of my favourite sets. This one is definitely up there with a set I would consider. I actually am considering the Bugatti as well, if I can get that on clearance when it gets to the end of its life. Give you some idea of how much I like my Technic. I do think those are this is something I dreamt of as a kid. Like, I used to build sets, and this is the pinnacle of what I wanted to see as a kid. I loved the old LEGO Technic simple cars that had, you know, seats you could adjust and things like that, but this is a whole other level. The detail, this is the realistic looking car built in LEGO at scale with all the details in it. Gearboxes, the work. So if you like your Technic, if you like a challenge, this looks like a winner to me. As for the pricing, it's very hard to say on these Technic sets because you get a lot of big pieces and you get a bucket load of small pieces, and you know, my feeling is, you know, there is a bit of a licensing fee there, but on the whole they are very consistent in their pricing. So I think this is probably a good value set really for what you've got in it. There's a lot in here. 3,000, what was it? 3,696 pieces. It's good. It's good. The pricing is high, you know, £350 in the UK, 380 US dollars. Interesting again to see the conversions between the currencies not really working. It's interesting to see this. If you go and convert those properly, you'll see what I mean. There's no way $380 is £350. Nowhere near. But oddly, here in Australia, we've been doing quite well on this exchange rate thing. So I'm not sure why that is. We always used to get the short end of the straw on this one, but it's gone the other way recently. So anyway, this is just reading through the spec again for the set. This one actually was a car released in 2019, so it's a very, very modern car. There's only 63 of these models being produced. It's that limited. Wow. Anyway, even down to the experience of how you open the box. If you look at the Bugatti set, the Porsche set, and this one, these premium Technic sets really do shine in the whole experience, beginning to end. Opening the box up, the special parts in there, the instruction manual, the detail about the car it's based on. Love it, love it. This is going to be good. I feel like this one's going to be a winner. I look forward to seeing this and seeing what other people make of this set when they get their hands on it and build it. This is definitely going to be a winner. To me, it's going to keep up with the Porsche, the Bugatti. Now we've got this one. I think these are all winning sets from LEGO. I think they've kept a good theme going here. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I do post regularly. And thank you very much for watching. Here's a couple more videos I think you'll enjoy, and I'll see you again very soon.